Jai Sri Ram, everybody. Welcome,
Shri Ramji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
welcome, and welcome to Vinay ji, the political analyst from Toronto, Canada, and Mr. P.V. Patel, the Karnataka political analyst from Mysuru. Thank you for joining us, and friends. Before going further, please make sure to like the video and uh, subscribe the channel Bharat Marg, and also press the notification button to stay connected. Okay. And V- uh, Vinay ji, what is happening? Rahul Gandhi's guru, he poor guy. He went and took initiation from him, and now all of a sudden he put his guru into the jail. What's happening here?
A lot of things are happening. With regards to Sri Shivamurti Muruga Sharanaru, the he's this particular mutt has been in existence since I think the 17th century, if I'm not mistaken, and it's the one of the biggest Lingayat mutts in Karnataka, based out of Chitradurga. They've done a lot of good work as well in the past. They've got about
Good work,
100.
Asin.
I'm sorry.
Good work, Asin.
Good work, as in the run over about 150 spiritual and educational institutions actually under the auspices
मुझे
of the
तो
month.
सिर्फ ये पता है विनय जी कि वो बोल रहे थे कि लिंगायत हिंदू नहीं है बोल के बहुत बड़ा आंदोलन कर रहे थे कांग्रेस के
यानी
साथ
वो
यही
तो
मुझे पता
है लेकिन
you continue in
the funny
English.
thing.
I myself and Patil ji will be in Hindi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing about the controversy is he kind of I think it was a few years ago, when Siddaramaya was the chief minister of Karnataka. He made that announcement that Lingayat is actually a religion and it does not come under Hinduism. Lingayat is a separate religion.
या
So that's
शिव जी का जो वर्शिप करते हैं वो हिंदू नहीं है.
correct, and that's a separate religion, so it should be regarded as that. And then there was a lot of things about making Lingayat a religion and coming out of Hinduism and all that, and there was pro and con and whatever supporters and whatever. But coming back to the issue right now on hand, the accusation is very clear. Two minor girls, at the time when this incident happened, they were around 14 and 15 years old. Okay, and now they're 16 and 17 or whatever. It's been about 2 years since this happened, right? The first time this came into notice. So they live in one of the hostels run by the mud, and coincidentally, even the warden of the hostel, Rashmi, has been arrested for questioning. And so the accusation was that the two girls were obviously minors, and they were subjected to sexual assault and rape and stuff like that by the Mutt Swamiji, the Shivamurti Muruga Sharanaru. So they basically, the background is that these two girls escaped from the hostel and to avoid sustained sexual assault, and they
One
reached
second, I want to
Bangalore.
interfere here. One second, Vinay ji.
Mhm.
But it is said that the local JDS, MLAs,
Right.
he was sacked from the ashram. उसको निकाला गया था पहले, उसको फिर दोबारा उसको लिया गया था आश्रम के अंदर पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर में. उसने स्वामी जी को पाठ सिखाने का काम किया है.
That is the accusation. I mean, like, the thing is, end of the day, that they're saying that the warden was after power. He wanted complete power of running the mutt, and but the Swamiji was not willing to give him that, or whatever happened. And in obviously he just wanted to do something pretty nasty. That's basically what the accusation is. But end of the day, when two minors, are talking about this, they're basically the people who are pro Swamiji are saying that these two girls were brainwashed and blah blah blah. But for me, this is a thing that comes under the POXO Act, right? Yeah. So for somebody that has been seriously accusing a Swamiji of doing this, some action had to be taken. So it took 6 days for the police to even bring him into the police station, and and to
Okay,
test
we
charges
will
and
we
all
will
that.
come to you in a minute, right?
Right.
Vinayji, we will come to you in a minute. We will
Okay.
have Patilji for a quick comment. Patilji, what do you
Yes,
say? The NGO says the NGO what is that NGO name? Odi NGO, right?
Vadanadi,
Okay,
Vadanadi,
Vadinad, right?
Vadanadi.
They say government has to unilaterally raid सारे मठ को raid करना है, सारे में रेपिस्ट बैठे हैं, यही वो बोलते हैं.
हाँ हाँ
इसके बारे में आपका
जी।
क्या राय है?
अब तक चुप क्यों बैठे थे वड़नाडी वाले? क्या इसके लिए एक स्वामी जी का ट्रिगर चाहिए थी? है जी। अब ये 1983 से ये संस्था चलाते आ रहे हैं. 1983 this NGO was founded. So they needed so many, almost 4 decades to open their mouth. Why suddenly, all of a sudden, did they
मगर वो
need
तो
a
हिंदू
trigger?
NGO है ना.
Well, if you look at the Samstha's founders, we really don't know, because one name goes by Stanley. So we don't know whether he's a Hindu or a missionary. Who he is, we have no idea. There's not much information about him. So there are only 2 people, Parshuram and Stanley, who are the founders of this Samstha, who are erstwhile journalists based out of Mysore. So they apparently claim they have saved hundreds of women, especially into the flesh trade. But where are they? What were they doing all these years? We need to look at those aspects. We're not trying to justify what Swamiji has done here. The point that we're just
Swamiji
trying
did
to
or
discuss
didn't
is
do? हमें तो
unravel
he's
the
an accused.
mystery behind. Yes.
So I have one thing. Actually, the Swamiji himself, when he did a press conference, and also when he was addressing his disciples in this mutt, this is before his arrest, right? He actually came out and said that the accusation has been going on for 15 years against me, but nothing has happened to me, because he was obviously under the protection of the Congress government. And now it has come out again, and he himself has admitted that it's been going on for 15 years.
Yeah,
So why do we have to
विनय जी,
question that?
इसलिए कि जेडीएस का वो आदमी था, जो एमएलए, वो उधर काम कर रहा था. So they had a tussle for
That's
more
right, but
than a decade.
15 years it's been going on. That's what he's saying. 15 years people are accusing me of this sexual whatever, assaults and rapes and whatever. He didn't use those words but he said for 15 years people have been accusing me. So this is nothing new, and we will come
मगर
out of
विनय
it.
जी,
That's what he
आपको
said.
एक बात मन में रखना चाहिए, ये बच्चियां जब गए थे पुलिस स्टेशन, उसको कोर्ट जाने के लिए 1 महीने हुआ. ओके, देयर वाज अ लैप्स ऑफ 3 to 4 weeks, जिनको पता ही किसी को आज तक पता नहीं है कि ये लड़कियां किधर थे. दे लेफ्ट द मड, दे
Okay.
वेंट टू द पुलिस स्टेशन.
No,
उसके बाद
let
गायब हो
let
गए.
me listen, please. You got to be naive if you're saying that for 4 weeks where they were. You got to understand that these kids, 2 kids, are 14, 15, 16 years old, whatever that age group, right? And they are young, they are very vulnerable. They are filing a complaint, or they are basically accusing one of the biggest Swamijis of one of the biggest mutts in Karnataka, actually I would say in India, that he's raped them. And how the heck would they have the guts to say that? And they need to have some kind of support. The only person the people who supported was this NGO. They went to this then finally went to the district, the CWC, the Child Welfare Committee. So they were afraid. If you and I, as a common man, if we have to accuse somebody so big, we'll be afraid. But these are minors. They'll definitely be afraid. So for 4 weeks, we don't have to question that.
ओके, पाटिल जी, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं इसके बारे में?
नहीं,
ये
these 4
गायब हो
girls
गए 3-4
escaped.
हफ्ते. हाँ जी.
हाँ, तो गायब अचानक कैसे हो गए, और हॉस्टल का वार्डन क्या कर रहे थे, हॉस्टल का वार्डन शिकायत क्यों नहीं दर्ज करी, why was the missing complaint not happened from the mutt side when these girls were disappearing for 4 days. So there are a lot of questions on every aspect of what happened prior to the FIR. A lot of questions. I think that once you throw a lot of light into it, the real story will come behind. Whether it was an instigated complaint, whether it was a staged drama, what it is, we will know only when you study the history before the FIR was registered. There are two aspects to this one. What happened or what is happening after the FIR. So it's very important to know these girls escaped from the residential school, the mutt, the premises where these girls were housed, and the caretaker or the administrator of this school or the mutt organization is Mr. Baswarajan, who is a JDS functionary. As you rightly mentioned, he had been removed. He was reinstalled back during Janata Dal government. So this tussle is going on. That is okay. That is
ये
little
मठ
later.
गवर्नमेंट का कंट्रोल में है क्या?
No. This is a private trust, in the sense it is a part of the Lingayat community trust, just like any other, like Udupi Pejavara Mutt, or you can say your Puri Mutt, Jagannath Puri Mutt. So it's independently managed by the samstha itself, the Murugarajendra Mutt of Chitradurga.
ये आप क्या सोचते हैं, ये क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी का कॉन्स्पिरेसी है स्वामी जी को अंदर रखना? क्यों राहुल गांधी अपने गुरु को ऐसा ये देखना, ये अभी भी दीक्षा लिया, मगर क्यों राहुल गांधी आके ये वर्ड भी बोलता नहीं है? क्यों? वो तो अपने गुरु बोल के उनसे दीक्षा लिया, और इसने एक वर्ड भी, एक शब्द भी बोला नहीं अभी तक।
नहीं, बोलने के लिए भाई साहब तो मेरे ख्याल से देश में नहीं है। अभी वो अपने नाना जी के घर गई होगी, नाना जी को देंगे। अभी खबर तो आई थी उनके नानी फिर से मर गई, इस तरह का कुछ हवा में चल रहा है। We don't know. There are two mysteries. There are two women buried twice. One was Mumtaz of Taj Mahal. She was also buried twice, and the grandmother of Rahul Gandhi. She was also buried twice. But anyway, that is the jokes apart.
आपका आवाज कट हो क्या आ रहा है? जस्ट होल्ड ऑन अ सेकंड, यू कैन चेक इट अप, द नेट कनेक्शन इज ओके। यस विनय जी, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं?
So when Rahul Gandhi took the to the, what is it called, the Linga Dikshe. Linga Dikshe is an official ceremony inviting a person into the Lingayat sect. You know, obviously, D.K. Shivkumar and K.C. Venugopal and all these people accompanied Rahul Gandhi into the mud and made sure that Rahul Gandhi gets this Dikshe. So this particular Swamiji was a big, supporter of Congress, and Congress was supporting him as well. In terms of who knows, financing, political support, all that. End of the day, it's all you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Right?
Absolutely. मैं इसलिए सोचता हूँ कि ये क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी का कॉन्स्पिरेसी नहीं है, क्योंकि ये क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी जो करना है ये काम यही स्वामी जी ही कर रहे थे। हम लिंगायत हिंदू नहीं है, हम अलग हैं, ये बोल के यही काम कर रहे थे। क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी का जो काम करना था हिंदू को नाश करने का,
exactly,
वो काम तो यही कर रहे थे।
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So this is what is surprising, because he himself, number one, admitted that he was been doing this for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, he is the one who wanted to get out of Hindu religion and form a separate religion for Lingayats. Mm-hmm. And number three, what Patilji just brought up was, how did the two girls escape from the hostel? Because they escaped because that is something that you have to ask the warden.
Right. But means escape हुए वो ठीक है, मगर उसका कंप्लेन नहीं हुआ 3-4 हफ्ते का, ये तो रेड फ्लैग है।
Yeah, but that is because the girls escaped and they were not sure where to go. They finally ended up in Bangalore because you know what? They did not have a single penny on them, one naya paisa, and they had to make their way from Chitrudurga all the way to Bangalore. They were not sure
But
where they were going,
yeah,
what they
but
were doing.
they were recovered from the JDS ex MLA's home.
Yeah, but the thing is, when they ended up in Bangalore, it was an auto rickshaw driver who found them. You
Yes,
you, you
Patilji.
got to keep that in mind.
Now, a lot of questions arise why these girls had to escape when they were at a certain economic stage where they could not afford their education. They were housed in a free trust mutt, a free school.
Uh-huh.
Everything is free there. Why they had to run away to Bangalore? Who they were running after? If they were running away from mutt or this whatever the charges that they have made, ideally they should end up going to home. Why
Right.
they did not go to home? Why they did not go to their relatives or friends' house? Why they went when they did not have a single naya paisa?
because because the because the relatives, the father, mother, everybody, they're big disciples of the mutt themselves.
But think about two things. Okay, when the Franco guy was arrested for raping the nuns. Okay, for raping the nuns, nothing happened to him. For a Hindu seer, the treatment is different.
Because he's politically connected.
Who?
The mutt, the
No, no.
seer
Even
mutt,
Franco is outside now. No, free. The
that is right.
Kerala.
But this man also 6 days, for 6 days he was not arrested, not touched because of all the stuff. But eventually there were the one of the two girls is a Dalit, and then the Dalits went on a huge demonstration, and that is what caused, because it's all end of the day it's vote bank. One is the Lingayat vote bank, the other one is the Dalit vote bank. So now, how does the political game play out? Right? Like Yadurappa, you heard Yadurappa saying that this man is innocent and he should not be arrested. Everything, the truth will come out. On the other hand, Bommai said, "Oh, you know what? They let the law take its own course. The police are investigating." He did not make a comment about that he was innocent.
But Bommai took action, right?
Bommai took action, yes.
Yeah, it takes courage to take action on the
Oh my
person of
God,
the institution.
absolutely, absolutely. You're 100% right.
No,
Okay.
it is not Bommai. It is
Uh-huh.
the law. The POXO is such a stringent act that the Swamiji should have been arrested within 24 hours of the FIR was filed, irrespective of whether he was involved or not. But
Correct.
when a POXO FIR is made, the accused number one in the FIR should be arrested.
Correct.
Okay. Before
Okay.
going further, I just want to say the people at Bharat Marg, we do teach Sanskrit for all age groups for you to join and learn online and for free. And also, you can become a member and become part of all the good deeds what we do, like Go Seva, Godan, Nanda Seva, Nandidan, Amavasya, Annadan, and more. And also support Bharat Marg in the process. And we all do also know that we do take the people for private luxury pilgrimage trips all over Bharat, the northwest, east, south, and it is senior citizen friendly as well as special need friendly. And also today you can register by sending a WhatsApp to +16479644790 and subscribe for our one dharmic message in the language of your choice. Okay. Yeah. So what do you expect out of it? The Lingayat mud will now fall like Asharam Babu's mud fall down after his going. What will happen to Lingayat mud?
Well, see, this is definitely stage managed uh, crisis, in the sense all the political parties are trying to uh, mint something out of this, because all the political parties are affected by the Swamiji, either in favor or against. In some way or the other, the Swamiji's involvement in the political
He is too
platform is
powerful.
highly noted.
He is
Yes,
too
yes,
powerful.
yes. Everybody tried to have a pound of flesh from him.
Right.
Now, law will take its own course, of course. It may take months, years, whatever it is. You will see as the election is approaching, you will see many more, as I said on the other day, many more
बेल मिलेगा
controversies.
उनको इलेक्शन का समय में.
Hanji, Hanji. Many more controversies will surface. This will become very small issue in another 3 days time, because the point was that the Swamiji should be arrested. That is done. Now he is in police custody for 4 days. Again, he'll be back to judicial custody, police custody. In and out, he'll go on. Then health crisis, he'll be into hospitals. So many things will happen. People will forget. In a couple of days, the time, or maybe next week, you'll have some other big issue coming up. So this will take a backseat, right? So this will go on. But let me assure you one thing: this is not going to be another Asharam Bapuji kind of affair, nor this is going to be another Joseph Mulakal kind of an affair, because Joseph Mulakal has gone through a proper litigation process, and it is the court which has given him a clean chit. It's not the investigating officer. Please note this. And it was not a POXO. This is a normal, whatever the
Nuns were all not minors,
that's
so
it. This
he
is
had
a
the
minor
license to.
criminal. Yeah. Joseph Mulakal case was a criminal proceedings, of course, but it's not as serious as this one. It's a POXO. It's a very serious one. Yes. So all I'm trying to say is that this Swamiji is being milked out for a political mileage by every political party, and you know what? The BJP is riding the wave. On one side, Yediyurappa is singing a
In
song.
favor?
Yes, in favor, because now Yediyurappa, as I said, I keep saying this, he's been brought into the mainstream once again from his earlier whatever
Sannyas.
backseat. Yes, so
Forced sannyas.
keeping the 2023 elections in mind, he's been made as the BJP parliamentary board member. So on his either side, you have Amit Shah and Modi, and then JP Nadda sitting in front of him. So basically, they have belled the cat.
Right. Vinayji, what is your last word on it?
So a couple of things. One is that you got to keep in mind that when the girls came to the went to the police and all that, what they said was that when they were raped, they were fed fruits and chocolate laced with some medications, and basically that's how they were assaulted before. This kind of reminds me of what happened in this beautiful, very controversial TV series called Ashram. So exactly same set of things that happened in Ashram. The girl was basically drugged and then raped by
maybe they are seeing the serial, they are saying the same thing.
Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure. Unless the investigation is done and the court takes its course, we can only go by what we know right now. So we cannot, it's very difficult to, or I shouldn't say that. It's kind of not right to accuse the Swamiji, or not even say that, okay, he is innocent or whatever, right? So we don't know till the courts take its course. But there is circumstantial evidence here. So that's what it's based on. The other biggest one that I'm talking about is Rashmi, the hostel warden, was arrested. However, 3 other accused in the case, Junior Seer, Basawaditya, Mutt Secretary Paramasivaya, and the advocate, the lawyer, Gangadharaya, they're all absconding. They're gone. Where are they? The police are looking for them. Why would they want to abscond? So, all this kind of tells you something, right? There's a story behind this, and we need to know this.
Yes.
Even Swamiji tried to flee.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I don't know, Mr. Patilji. I don't know if he has bought another island somewhere off the coast of Australia, like Nityananda did.
I wish this Swamiji was that smart. But unfortunately, Lingayat Swamijis are not so smart. They're dumbest of the all.
And Nityananda, he can explain you everything in science, from moon coming to sun rising, everything.
There are videos circulating about Nityananda sleeping with women.
No. Yeah, let's not go there.
Jokes apart, People like Nityananda are the real flag bearers of Hindu Dharma. Please, we can ridicule, we can make jokes out of him.
See,
People did these jokes against Jaggi Vasudev also, the Sadguru.
yeah. Jaggi Vasudev was about to be in one of the interviews with Shekhar, what is his name? The walk and talk guy, of NDTV. And
That's right.
he says he was asking about Asharam Babu, and he says, I am not going to comment on him because I don't know him. Okay, I don't know the man. Yeah, but you read so many things in media. He said immediately, if I judge a person by going by media, then I should be in jail by this time.
That's right. So
But I
he was
am
also
not.
hounded. All of these people are hounded. Eventually, they had a plan. Even the fact that Isha itself is a non-Hindu organization, if you know it, the moment you declare it as a Hindu organization, HRC will take over, right? So the same thing was going to happen to Nityananda, and it actually practically happened. So by the time he realized what is going to
and
happen,
and also one thing what we had to keep in mind is the Swamijis like Nityananda, whatever we say, all said and done, or Asharam Bapu, or this Lingayat Swami, they have access to the lower class of the people,
Ram Rahim,
lower,
that's
and
another guy.
they trust them and come. And because many times they don't get a entry into Veda Padasala, they don't get the I mean the Dalits, the the lower sect of the socially lower sect, they don't get into Veda Padasala, they don't get an access to all Jiyas or those Sankaracharyas and those kind of things. So they have these are all the people who work in for them, working for that community. And if you take them out, it's very easy to break the Hinduism. That is also another angle to it. But everything has, you know, three sides of the story. One is said, one is not said, and one is unknown. Okay.
little more background. Sorry, Vinayji, before I finish, a little background I forgot to add here, which I thought I should have mentioned. See, all these mutts uh, across the country are used by political parties for various reasons.
100%.
But one of the major reasons is to park their ill-gotten wealth.
Right.
You remember during the time of Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda, lot of funds were parked with Balagangadhara Swamiji of BGR Mutt, Adi Chunchanagiri. Are you aware of it?
Yes.
Right. Now, when the Prime Minister, of course, 13 months he came out. When he came out, it's all there in the media right now. You can go and dig it out. This Devegowda came and asked that money back. And the Swamiji said, no, look, I spent all the money. I built colleges, I built nursing schools, I built hospitals, I built this, I built this. All the money is gone. So this Swamiji had to be given Z security, Z plus security, because there was so much of this thing to finish him off. Yeah. So the Swamiji finally died anyway now. So all this, mutts were used by political parties.
And one more thing, if you really think about it, when these politicians come and ask you, I want to park the money here, you cannot even say no, because in Ramayan, Ravan says to Marich, okay, Ravan says to Marich, which we all can learn, जब राजा विनती करता है, इसका मतलब है कि आज्ञा देता है. So you cannot say no, but
No.
anyway, it was such a great their life is always in danger from inside the mud and outside the mud all the time, and they had to play for the tune in everywhere. But anyway, we hope and pray good things prevail, and the Christian missionaries are not playing the game of converting using this occasion. यही मेरा बड़ा चिंता है, जो कल्प्रिट है वो कर ही देते हैं.
It is not the missionary handiwork. Again and again, I'm reiterating. It is not the missionary handiwork. They are being used by political parties to settle score, number one. In fact, number two, that is. Number one is the 2023 elections.
They
They are trying to polarize or take away few Congress votes, few Lingayat votes, few Dalit votes. They are all trying, each of them are trying to have a piece of their flesh. That's all.
Absolutely, but I really want to feel pity for this man. Wherever he enters, he finishes off the people. That's what I want to end this conversation with. Poor Rahul Gandhi
This
wins.
guy is jinxed.
Huh?
Rahul Gandhi is jinxed.
Yeah, means
Invincible. Yes.
whatever he touches gets finished.
He should
You know?
go and settle down in the Philippines and open a massage parlor. That's
Oh,
my
then he will finish everybody because whatever he touch goes off. Boom.
That's not
And
it.
see here, Swamiji touched him and said to him that you are going to become the PM of this country. And that time he didn't even know, poor Swamiji, that he is going to be in jail. Okay, now let's let's have good time. But anyway, hope good things prevail. And thank you for Patil ji. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Ji.
Vinay ji.
Thank you.
Friends,
Thank you.
please
Thank
do
you, brother.
like, comment, and share the video as much as you can, and let us know what do you feel. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Ji.
Thank you.